Indiana Jones, Indiana It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. Indiana Jones, Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute, the podcast where we get to the heart of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, 1 minute at a time. I'm Tom Taylor.
I'm Pete Mummert.
I'm Jerry Porter.
And we are joined again today by our old friend, Matt Carson. Welcome back, Matt.
Hi, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's good to have you here.
The snack spread in your green room is magnificent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I usually...
brains.
I was going to say, in the grocery store, I usually turn my nose up at the vegan snake surprise substitute, but it's actually... The tofu did taste just like snake. It's really great.
That's a pregnant snake, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, is a baby snake meat?
The baby snake is meat. I thought it was like vegan tofu snakes.
That was great.
You know, I was made fun of that. I was made fun of for that. But does that mean that, like, if a vegan bites his fingernails and like swallows it or something, is he violating his veganism?
Or like if you eat a booger.
Right. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. They all laughed at me at the academy.
You can't pick your friend's nose.
No, unless they're vegan. Besides talking about vegans eating boogers, we are also here to talk about minute 95 of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which begins with Indy swinging from catwalk to catwalk, and it ends with Shorty yelling for Indy to hurry as he swings toward the minecart.
Well, I just have one little thing here. Is I liked a week or two ago, J.W. Rinsler was saying from that point forward in the movie, in the saga, Indy seems to use this whip mostly for transportation. And that's what we get right here. He's
Yeah, he's used it more in this movie, I think, than he almost did in all of Raiders, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I love the trail of dust that the whip leaves in this shot when it wraps around that lamp.
Yeah.
I only just noticed, watching this one last time before we started recording, that we were visited by an old friend who we haven't seen since the Spike Room. That is not Indiana Jones, who lands on the catwalk, and there's a close-up of is it Vic Armstrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. He's just some dude who's dressed up as Indiana Jones.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're exactly right.
You mean right when he lands on the catwalk?
Yeah, like when he undoes the whip from the lamp.
Oh,
There's
man.
like a full-on close-up of this guy who's not Harrison Ford.
Who is that? That's it. Wow.
That's awesome.
He keeps showing up. I think if we map out like all his appearances, we I don't know, unlock some secret of the Illuminati or something. Yeah.
Well, I like that guy and Indy are fighting simultaneously throughout the mine, and they just keep kind of mixing trading places.
They tag teaming it.
Yeah.
Imagine their embarrassment when they realized they were both wearing the same outfit. So awkward.
But yeah, when you look at when you freeze it on his face, like he doesn't even look that much like Indy anymore. Like in this scene, like he looks smaller. He looks.
Yeah. Why would they, did they need to cut in closer to him for that shot? And like, why would they do that knowing that it wasn't Harrison Ford? And Harrison Ford was on the other side of the catwalk?
Yeah.
Like, it's all very strange. I don't know.
You know what? I think that's a lazy bell.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Or we need a back bell. That might be
where's our
Harrison Ford's
broken back
Yeah.
bell? Oh.
Well, we cut from there to Shorty fending off several guards with a pipe and an overturned barrel.
Yeah.
And the first haiku I got for you this minute, Matt.
Oh yeah.
Is
Do it.
3 guys with 1 swing. Short round fends off an army with love in his heart.
I actually counted. He takes down 9 guys in 15 seconds. If you count the guy who's still falling from when he hit him, like getting him off of Willie from the previous minute.
Do you think Spielberg ever considered making a special edition of this where all those swords are replaced by walkie-talkies?
Yeah, just pummeling him with walkie-talkies.
It's like, oh, this looks too dangerous for a short round.
Yeah.
It's stressful to watch.
Somebody could
See,
get hurt.
I think the collade messes with your equilibrium because all the thuggy here seem a little drunk. Like he hits them, and there's like all three of them, and they fall down like Larry, Curly, and Moe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Rockettes almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a kind of a classic.
Yeah.
And he hits that one guy in second 8 with a lightsaber.
Right.
Like he kind of slices him, and it's like swing.
Yeah.
And they all just go down like that. Those metal balls where you hit one and they all hit each other and they all knock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And like he hits one guy and they all go flying.
And the kick that he does to that last guy, where he kind of wails on him, he does that spinning kick. My son is
roundhouse,
working on
yeah.
his blue belt in Taekwondo, and I think he's learning that kick. So I'm hoping that someday he'll be able to reenact this scene.
Jumping roundhouse or something.
Yeah,
Spinning
you gotta
roundhouse.
you gotta get one of these. You gotta dress up in this outfit with the face paint.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's right. That's right. Well, I do anyway, but no.
You kind of, he's so amazing in this minute. You kind of wonder, like, where the hell was he the previous minutes? Does Shorty get a lazy bell?
No,
Or
I
not?
think he gets,
How does he get captured? He just manhandles these adults.
Yeah.
Left and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And they're great kicks. They're great moves. He like kind of straight up karate chops that one dude.
Yeah. Well, Shorty had a moment. He we talked about it at the time where he breaks out. He breaks out of like his chains and he goes and he saves Indy and everything. I think that was like a big turning point for him. And I think,
And he wailed on the Maharaja, which gave him a taste for violence.
Yeah. I think you're right.
It's like, oh, this feels good.
we just see him licking his chops here. Huh?
I don't know whose blood this is, but it's delicious.
Well, and in this version, we get Willie climbs into the minecart, like a already moving minecart, kind of like she climbed onto the elephant. And in the script, she and Shorty push the minecart together and jump in. And there, you keep seeing artifacts of that coming up, like she's pushing the cart over. Like you keep seeing her pushing the cart. You're like, why is she pushing this cart along?
Yeah.
And it makes more sense when you think of that early draft where she and Shorty are pushing the cart and then they jump in, and that's how they get started.
Huh.
On
Oh, is that all?
escape.
Is that why they're pushing it, just to get it started, or
Just to get it started, and then they ride it down to their what they think is their escape.
Minute 95 is one of my top 3 favorite minutes in the entire movie.
Oh wow.
And it's all because of that one amazing move Short Round does.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
He's
incredible.
he's
Yeah.
running to the mine car, and Willie
Yeah.
screams, "Shorty, look out!" And he just drops.
Yeah.
And
Really incredible.
yeah, this big lumbering, goofy adult chasing him,
Yeah.
like jump trips over Shorty, and then Shorty uses him as a ladder to get in the
Yeah.
mine car,
Yeah.
and it's almost like a Jackie Chan move.
I was gonna say, yeah, Jackie Chan or the Little Rascals.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the Little Rascals, yeah. And it's I'm sure it's impossible to do in real life, but it looks effortless, and just like you could do this the next time you're being chased on the playground by the principal.
Yeah.
It's also a great idea, kind of like Indy's, Battle of Salamis fake
Yeah.
retreat.
Yeah.
This is actually just an amazing move that I would never think to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome.
Just make the guy run over me and trip on me,
Yeah.
and then I'll use that to my advantage and get into a cart.
And the guy, you know what? If I'm the adult and that happened, I'd be like, that's fine. Use me as the ladder.
Yeah.
You've
this.
bested
You
me.
earned this, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Willie takes off part of her clothes and throws them.
I just noticed that.
And that's my second haiku is here for you, Matt.
It's hot down there.
She throws them at a mime, like one of the mime guys that Shorty roundhouse kicked, and he's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
And Willie throws her clothes at him. And my second one is, the mime always knew that one day women would fling their clothes at his feet. And I think he's been thinking, his whole life he's like, if I get into mime, I'm gonna get so many girls. And all of a sudden, this lady's in the mime car throwing her clothes at him, and this is his day.
I'll never forget you.
Hey, wait, come back.
Yeah, he does. He kind of gets up after she does it, like, hey, where you going?
I gotta say, my mom always liked the look on the guy's face when Shorty runs up him into the cart. He just had a very like
bug-eyed.
deadpan kind of Mondays.
Well, right when Shorty does that, if you look just in the background from the from the track. There's these two like metal jugs and like a reddish mine car on like a track that's off to the side. And if you look close throughout the rest of this minute, they pass those things 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the green
wow.
Volkswagen in the Bullet car chase.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. That's hysterical.
You know, right after that, there's a scene where like the Indy's on the catwalk and a thuggy comes up and he.
These railings are falling over all over the place.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he kind of like he takes a swipe at him with his sword, and it like cuts the barrel rope, and I can't figure out the perspective on this at all, because the barrel looks. I mean, it looks like the guy's sword is like 10 feet long.
It is.
It's really strange looking.
It's almost as if he were meant to cut that bucket loose and provide Indiana Jones with something to hang on to.
Yeah, if you watch it frame by frame, the rope holding that bucket starts to go just before the sword gets there.
Oh, get out of here, really? Oh, it's hysterical. And I actually never got that before, that's what then Indy grabs onto.
Zip lines down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess that's on like a track or something for the bucket. And that's why he's traveling after the thing.
I feel bad for Indy because they're both yelling, hurry, hurry. But how do you hurry when you're going down? It's like gravity only goes so fast.
Right. And I can't see him doing any of this stuff without thinking, gosh, is this after he got over his hurt back? Like, either way,
yeah.
this is hard. Like, I'm having a hard time watching this.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking what's too bad is Indian crew could sure use the help of all those kids right about now.
That's not a bad
Like,
point.
Like, where are the kids?
I'm sure some of them would have gotten killed in the process, but, they would have helped.
Well, I mean, it could have been fun to make these guys be pincushions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
They have so much to learn from Indy and Shorty.
Well, this could have been Return of the Jedi. Like, this could have all been Ewok stuff right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a little bit of that, but yeah, it would have been nice to have the full-on, maybe like smashing thuggies' heads with 2 logs and stuff, and that'd be great.
Although we skipped over a part that I think is fascinating. And I have one last haiku for you, Matt.
Excellent.
Where has Mola been? His gleeful
Oh.
laugh suddenly seems like years ago. And this is the
true.
scene. This is the scene where he comes running out with his henchmen, and like it seems like a long time since he rolled under that altar door with the evil laugh, and he's not laughing anymore. Like he's really upset.
Yeah.
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 Well, that
Yeah.
trap door might go like miles away or something. Like it dropped him, in the next village.
That's hilarious. You think he put him in the kitchen or something like that?
Yeah.
What is it that Molaram yells at his goons when he does that? It sounds like he's saying like, "Pull him out, Tracy," but it's probably not that.
Could be. That's Tracy with the rifle.
Yeah, step on up.
In the script, he yells in English, and he says,
Shoot the railing.
"Yeah, shoot the railing."
Shoot those banisters.
But in the script, he yells, "Stop him! He stole the Sankara stones."
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Makes sense. It's logical. Holds water.
Story checks out.
Yeah, he's not lying.
No, he's not.
Indy, do you think Indy gets any benefit when that guy runs out on the catwalk with the rifle to shoot at Willie and Shorty, and Indy kicks him over? Do you think is that another guy's death that Indy kind of catapults him? Maybe he pushes off the guy a little bit, kind of like uses him to get a little extra juice on that rope.
Right. He doesn't even like kick him. He just like it's almost like an accident. Like he's
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
he could be trying to avoid him even. He's like, whoa, sorry.
And we haven't been very diligent in keeping a body count on this one. But
No.
does that guy count it? Like, it's hard to tell who's a body count in this one, too. Like, who dies and who just kind of gets dazed.
Yeah, it's not like a super high drop. I wonder if that guy would die from that.
Nah, I think
he
probably
has
not.
some back problems for
Yeah.
Yeah,
on an
take
ongoing
that.
basis.
I mean, what about all the guys who get like kind of hit once by Shorty, or they'd have like let's say, maybe like a bruised collarbone. Like the one guy
Yeah.
gets like he kind of gets the wind knocked out of him, and he maybe has like a hairline fracture in his sternum. I mean, from a
Yeah.
7-year-old.
Yeah, you'd have like recurrent abdominal pain for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Sure.
And a bruised ego.
Those guys aren't dead.
All the other staffers would probably there at Pancot Palace really make fun of him a lot, except for like the 7 other guys that Short Round beat up. Yeah. They're like, no, you didn't see this kid. He was crazy.
9 of us in 15 seconds.
It was like a little tornado.
Speaking of though, what are all those other kids doing right now? Like all the kids that escaped, like are they all running back to Mayapur?
I have to say no.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
I was like, where'd they go? Are they? I mean,
because we're gonna see later that there's some missing time to account for.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they did necessarily later on.
But we did see them all running in that direction.
Right.
well, but we saw them trashing the banquet table.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think they're trashing the rest of the palace?
Well, no, because after that we saw them leaving. We saw them all running through the courtyard, like towards the exit.
It's true.
Oh, maybe they're stopping and trashing each and every like little
shrine
altar of misery and stuff. Yeah.
Or they're stopping and trying to figure out why the bats are flying at during the daytime.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I gotta document this. This is bizarre.
Or maybe they're just like trashing the patio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gardens.
You know, like
Yeah.
the gardens, exactly.
Defacing all those elephant paintings.
Yeah. Maybe they all found Shorty's elephant, and they're all like, "Oh, what a great elephant!"
You are the elephant we were told of.
They can't even found the kitchen.
Oh yeah, are they just gorging themselves?
Dude, this kitchen's full of monkey brains, you guys. Get in here.
Nom, nom, nom. It's awesome when you're not a slave kid anymore. You get to go berserk in a palace.
Yeah. Do you think they have revenge on their mind, or do you think they just want to go home and take a nap?
They want to go home, see their moms, rest up, and then come back and burn the place to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, they did participate in some revenge.
Yeah. They dropped the
Mild
shackles on
revenge.
that guy, and they
Yeah. They tripped those dudes, and they threw some rocks on guys.
Yeah,
They were
that's true.
disrespectful.
Yeah. They mooned that one guy mooned the
Yeah,
that one kid mooned
a couple of kids kicked cushions.
Yeah. Put the fork on the wrong side of the plate to mess with people.
How dare they?
Punks. Rotten punks. I don't know. That's all I have for 95. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is our telegraph machine working? It's called a telegraph, isn't it? It's not a telegraph machine. It's just a telegraph, right?
Telegraph. No,
keep
let me
saying
say. Wait a
telegraph
minute.
machine.
Something's buzzing. It just came to life.
What in God's name? Oh.
This just in from Professor Christy Porter.
Oh my God.
Where does the Maharaja fit in terms of world domination?
Oh, like where does she fit into the Mullah Ram's plan?
Well, not where does Christy fit into it, but yes, where does he fit? Yeah, where like what
Oh.
what is
Like
how
if
does
Mullah
the
Ram
Maharaja
actually took over, he got the
Yeah.
5 stones, took over the world, like would he even need the Maharaja anymore?
Yeah.
Or would he need him even more then? Is he'd be the face of power, whereas Mullah Ram would kind of, because maybe people
maybe.
wouldn't want to follow him, so they'd follow the Maharaja.
Or would he be the Count Dooku who is cut loose as soon as his usefulness is up?
What do you think the Maharaja's midichlorian count is?
Come on. Look, this has been tough enough. Just the whole thing.
We just enjoy that it's 1984 and we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff yet. for
Yeah, we
another
had
couple
this
years.
talk, Pete. Remember, it was like minute 12. We said we were
sorry,
going to be
yeah.
joyous.
That was uncalled for. I retract that.
Well, the Maharaja does seem to finance the whole thing, right?
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
face of the he's the legitimate world facing front of the thuggy thing.
Well, do you think Mullah Ram pays him rent, like to rent out the basement of Pancot Palace?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
that's a
Get
good
something
question.
out of it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, the Maharaja's got all the loot.
Right.
Yeah, and maybe the Maharaja's just the money man, and Chatter Law was meant to be kind of the head of the face of the government.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think Cheddar Law was kind of like a numbers and books guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was just he was actually kind of, they brought him in to dot I's, cross T's, make sure the accounting worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you dominate the world, like, I don't know who you'd answer to. If you take over the world, like, who's coming after you for the, tax evasion, or whether or not you paid this bill, or
Right.
I don't know what use the Maharaja would serve, because I don't know if you'd need money if you found the fifth Sankara stone.
Yeah. There's a good chance the Maharaja would find himself cut loose somewhere.
Yeah.
Little pieces of him adorning the first shrine of mild discomfort.
Flapping in the breeze.
Short side of an iron cage or something.
Yeah.
Wait, so is that the last we see of? Was that his exit? That was it, right?
I can't remember if we see him at the end or not. You made that reference about the cutscene with him saying that he's going to go get Blumbert and stuff.
But yeah, I don't think we see him. I think he's like Cheddar Law. He just kind of fades away.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Where's my
take
check?
the left tunnel.
Yeah.
Catch you on the flip side.
I want to know if we see him in the background at the very end when Blumbert comes.
I thought you were going to say see him at the background at Indy's wedding in last week.
I want to know if we see him. Yeah. God,
We'll keep an
we're
eye
trying
out.
to be joyous.
I'm sorry, Jerry. You're
Joyous.
A really tough guy. Yours black and blue now. Look at him.
Yeah.
I got myocardial contusions because my heart hurts.
Maybe he ended up marrying Willie. Maybe that's why we don't see Willie after this.
Oh, that'd be
That's
awesome.
interesting. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all good after you're 18.
Yeah. Maybe everybody can end up with what they want.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I kind of want there to be a shorty Maharaja, Prince and the Pauper production. I do a little off-Broadway thing with the two of them.
What would it be? Name one song. Sing one song from it.
Is there a song from Prince and the Pauper? I don't even. That's Mark Twain.
No,
isn't it?
from the Shorty Maharaja.
Oh, you're a Maharaja. I got a baseball cap. You want to levy taxes? All I want to do is rap.
Maybe it's like an Odd Couple kind of show where Shorty throws the Maharaja out and he's got to go move in with Short, or Willie throws the Maharaja out and he's got to go move in with Short Round.
I like this idea.
And
Yeah.
Short Round's like a slob.
We're gonna be rich.
Yeah, and it's gonna be tough because he has to like make his own macaroni and cheese now, and
Yeah. What does this
In
stove you
my
speak
apartment,
of?
we don't leave laundry hanging out all over the couch.
Now it's garbage.
Just like the Odd Couple, like we get Shorty's theme as the happy Shorty's theme and the sad Shorty's theme and the
On
melancholy
February
Shorty's theme.
23rd, the Maharaja was disposed from Pankot Palace, told never to return.
Da, 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 da.
uh-oh, there's a reprise coming.
All right, well, before things go completely off the rails, and why not, Matt, thank you so much for joining us this week. This has been awesome.
Thanks for having me. This has been great fun.
Yeah, we're glad you could join us. And
Yeah.
tell people again where they can find you online.
You can find me on Facebook at Haiku Bituaries.
Yes.
Every damn
single
day.
day.
Yeah.
You will you sometimes reprise people who have passed on that day in history, and sometimes it's brand new people who we have lost.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
get the haiku treatment.
I strive for completism.
And they will bring out a wide range of emotion in you. You'll laugh, you'll cry. They're very moving sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying so. I try.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
They are great.
Everybody.
They're
Yeah,
actually
they
very
are.
awesome.
They're amazing.
And Jerry, where can people come to laugh and cry with us about Indiana Jones?
They should come to the Indiana Jones Minute Listeners Crusade, which is our Listeners Crusade. On Facebook. Whatever the hell that is. On Facebook. And, I mean, we'll discuss the musical with the Maharaja and Shorty. And there's all sorts of other things. There's haikus and polls, and there's deleted scene pictures. And it's actually a lot of fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
There's also bitter, heated debates.
Yes. That's the most fun.
Yes. So please join us there. Please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Indiana Jones Minute, or you could just search for us on patreon.com. You can support the show monetarily and emotionally, and we return the favor with bonus episodes at a certain level with our show Anything Goes, where we talk about other movies. Currently we're talking about Jaws, which we love just about as much as we love Indiana Jones. And join us there, join us on Facebook, and most especially join us next week when we're discussing minute 96 of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom here on the Indiana Jones Minute.